there are thousands of young people here in Los Angeles County who need to know that they have a hope, they have a future, and they have a destiny.
All human beings are inherently valuable and have the right to dream. Every kid that comes through our program is valuable. All of them have incredible worth. The mission of Seen&Heard is to promote the professional character of system-impacted youth who are exiting the foster care system and entering adulthood. And we use the performing arts as a means to promote those social emotional skills that they'll need.
What makes Seen&Heard special is that we look at young people beyond the circumstances that brought them into the place where they're at today and provide them with opportunities for them to really advance in their life, to not allow the challenges that they faced hold them back.
As youth are at a critical turning point in life. We recognize that there is kind of a subconscious expiration date in the way that society views who kids are, what their ages are, what they look like, how they behave.
So there's this huge gap in education, that there's children out there that are not getting the support they need, and they're not getting the foundational resources they need to be able to succeed.
The tools that a young kid may use in response to trauma to get their needs met are not the same skills that they need as adults with jobs or higher education.
So what I love about Seen&Heard is doing just that. It's an approachable way to holistically help better the life and the quality of life and the future outcomes of these foster youth. These are our kids that are in situations that they had no control over. So anything we can be doing to actually make an impact in that way, and not just using our words to talk about it, but actually trying to help, is something that I can really get behind.
In the realm of foster care, a journey unfolds. A tapestry is woven with challenges untold.
You don't get a lot of welcoming, you don't get that feeling of people supporting you.
3 high schools in a year, a tumultuous ride. No family or friends by my side. No stable ground, no roots to find. Yet within me, resilience intertwined.
You're trapped, and you have to find a way out there. Seen&Heard made me feel like you get the chance to,
My true school, a pivotal scene, a canvas where aspirations were keen.
Seen&Heard to me means that everyone can have a future and everyone is capable of being something amazing.
It gives other youth of foster care hope.
Every single session I felt seen and heard by each person in that group. And that's why I kept coming back, and it was so impactful that I got to do it with my siblings.
The activities with Seen&Heard, who was, just bringing us all together and allowing us to have fun like we used to when we were children.
Seen&Heard, they did exactly that. They made you feel welcome, and I'm like, what is this feeling,
Joining this program, it kind of gave me a different sense of belonging.
Seen&Heard allows students to redeem their story.
What Seen&Heard does is it fosters a lot of different trusting relationships that manifest in these trusting social bonds with the teachers and with the peers. And so one of the huge outcomes of Seen&Heard is that there's this fostering of trust, and trust directly impacts the brain. It directly impacts the hormonal makeup of your system. And so it's an enormous positive, both from a psychological perspective and a neuroscience perspective.
Having people around you that are supportive and love you helps you understand where you're supposed to go in your future.
Made me feel like I will always have that support system there, where I was just like, wow, how can I just do my part to just get better in myself and just use this outlet to just spread light.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of motivation. I would think back, Seen&Heard, everything I've done, Seen&Heard, theater, all this. We would do all these exercises, and I would try them all, and I guess they helped me.
Using theater in the context of foster youth is really empowering, because it's something that they can work through, learn through, and in itself, it's directly impacting the brain in ways that we see are very effective in populations with youth trauma. Areas that we see improve are things like depression ratings, anxiety ratings, and general well-being. The other outcomes that I've seen in Seen&Heard are an increase in communication, a huge increase in confidence.
The biggest lesson I've learned as being a part of Seen&Heard is to make opportunities for yourself. So many times I was so afraid to apply for anything because I thought automatically I'd be rejected.
It gave me the courage to just go out and just be unique, be myself. Taught me how to be comfortable within my own skin and how to just go out for what I want.
My first yes was with Seen&Heard, and I've gotten so many yeses since then.
Seen&Heard helps give the students vision.
From a data perspective, a huge thing that I've seen is this increased investment in their occupation and in their thoughtfulness about the future and their investment in their next steps.
I've become a more well-rounded adult, and it's helped me have a sense of future and what I want to do in my career.
They gave me resources in order to interchannel my career and just me as a whole. They really taught me how to be a leader throughout my campus, and the different lessons we would learn kind of taught me how to be a change agent for my community.
My biggest takeaway from Seen&Heard is how important it is to have community and to help young people who are in possibly unpleasant situations find themselves and be successful.
And those people who actually care and love you, they're here.
It's amazing to just be in a program like this. People need to hear about this all over the city of Los Angeles, especially people who are in the foster care system and who haven't felt that sense of belonging and love.